What is good? It is the fucking O show. The signals have been received. It's time for a broadcast going live at exactly 4:20 in the PM Pacific time from my secret lair in San Diego, where it's still a little too warm for my liking, but it's getting a little bit better every day. You guys could give me a quick mic check to let me know that everything's cool with the microphone. We've been having like a little static problem. I want to fix that before we get started, if it's going on. Hope you're having a chill Sunday. Wait, Monday? Wow. I had a good Monday. I'm usually very busy on Mondays because I try to condense all my weekly errand bullshit into one day. I'm usually at it for like, I don't know, 4 hours straight or something. But then it's all done. I can chill. Is the mic okay? Is chat broken? Hello? Thank you, Sarah Joe. Finally, somebody. A good Samaritan. Thank you. It's a very distinctive static, so like, if you hear it, you'll know. Or if you've been in the stream before, you know. So if you hear it, just tell me, and I know how to fix it. And it won't be a problem once I move, because I'll have a little more room to set up my microphone. So the plan for the O show today is to chill, play some Bastion, talk about the game, talk about life, the universe, everything. Appreciate you guys spending some time on the Infinite Couch this evening. If any of the audio or video needs fixing, just let Daddy know. Now, in case you're completely new to Bastion, this is my first playthrough myself. Essentially, you play an amnesiac child who is kind of recovering the pieces from this thing called the Calamity. And I won't reveal too much of the story because it's very enjoyable. But I will talk a bit about the gameplay here. So this is the Bastion, kind of your home base. It doesn't start all built up like this. This is part of the game, is building up the Bastion. You can toke on this pipe over here and go to a wave challenge mode to try to unlock stuff. This is the arsenal. It's where you equip the weapons you want to use, and there's quite a few. Pretty partial to these, so I'm going to hang on to them. The forge is where you can use items you find to upgrade your weapons. You have essentially auras that you can equip. They call them spirits here. And you can go to the distillery here to select which ones you want.
A sip of lunkhead liqueur will toughen you up. Too bad it's like drinking a saddlebag.
And that is the commentator who commentates on what you're doing live, which is one of the coolest things about this game. The memorial has essentially achievements you can complete to get extra fragments, which are the currency you use to spend on upgrades. The shrine has various conditions you can enable to make the game more difficult in trade for an increased fragment and experience gain. So I have all of the ones I found enabled so far because the Osho, we like to do things the hard way. And Lost and Found is just the flat out store. You can buy items to upgrade weapons, spirits, special moves. Pretty cool. I'm really fond of my current special move though, so I'm gonna hang on to that. Let me grab a sip of my water here real quick. What's good if you're just getting cozy on the infinite couch? A lot of people have told me that Bastion is really enjoyable to watch because it's so pretty. And the music's so good, so. If you had a tough Monday, take a load off. Let your brain kind of drool all over this video game. So the Skyway is where you can travel to levels. I'm decently far along in the game. But here's the Bastion, here's where we just came from. What's up, Zach? How's it going, man? Welcome back. There are these things called proving grounds, which are challenges you can earn first through third place in and receive various rewards like secret moves, and there's a proving ground for each weapon in the game. I've messed with them, but I've only really bothered to, I think I got first place on the musket proving ground, but I haven't done too many of them because the ones I did try, I can get like second place quite easily, but first place seems pretty grindy. So I may revisit some of these today, but probably not to start things off. In addition to the proving grounds, there are levels that contain previously core fragments, but now only shards, which add up to a core fragment, which we are using to gradually repair things around here. Basmo, what's good, man? Welcome back.
Rothus Lagoon. That ain't the sort of place you'd want to go by choice. Many a tale folks use to scare their children straight originated here.
So if you've not seen any of the playthrough before, I'll show you my moves real quick. Show me your moves. We've got a musket. Shoots like a spread. Probably my favorite weapon in Bastion so far is this musket right here. Fucking love it. Especially like coming out of a roll with it. So good. Alright. My main weapon, or my melee you could say, is this war machete, which I really love too. It doesn't have like much combo potential. You basically can just spam it, and it has ridiculous DPS. You can also toss it, and that does have a bit of combo potential if you toss it at just the right time. I fucked it up a little too early. I gotta practice. Alright, hang on. There we go. So you can see it's doing power shot. Always worth trying to nail that combo when you can. You just do a little bit of practice like I just did. You can get decent enough at the timing to kind of consistently do it. And there are a lot of combos in the game. For instance, you have a block, you do have a shield no matter what your build. And I don't use this enough, but you can walk around with it out, which is really advantageous. You can't roll while you're doing this though, unless you let go, roll, and then pull it out. Which is a strat. But the really great thing about the shield is countering. All enemies have a counter frame of their animation, and it's very generous. You can bust this out, and counters sometimes will do so much damage they just kill the enemy outright. They really encourage using this shield to counter, which is why I think no matter what, you always have the shield. The musket though, it's too good. This little plant that grew ahead of me is going to be a perfect example of a good time for this shield. Show you. Ooh, that one hit me. There we go. So I was able to bounce the projectile back and kill it. You notice when it died, it dropped a grenade. One of the idols I have enabled causes every enemy that dies to shit out a grenade.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down. Still looking about.
Alright, these are ironically enough called peckers. Wow. Or lighten me up. Peckers are a very poorly named bird. And I reckon the best strat for them is really just the musket. I was trying to do the melee, but they seemed to hit me too quickly then. So it seems best to have the shield out and musket them. Fucking peckers. I forget what that yellow plant was called, but each enemy has like a silly kind of, you know, fairy tale-esque name.
These beasts, they don't like company.
Alright, these guys you can only hit from behind. But this protects me indefinitely from them. So I can just like stab, shield. You kind of just circle. Make sure you have your shield out when he does his jump, and you'll be fine. My machete does actually have a DPS effect on it. Or sorry, a DOT. So he is taking damage over time, which is really helpful. As you can see, your shield is like infinitely useful in Bastion. Voila. Tell you what, guys, I can kind of tell that I'm gonna need to take some aspirin real quick. So let me just take a moment to grab some aspirin. We'll just enjoy the ambience for a second. I appreciate it. I did a lot of that exercise stuff today. I had to grab some aspirin. What's up, Sabatum? I hope your stream has stopped lagging, sir. You should get like all your friends and co-workers and grandparents to watch the stream, and then we'll have enough viewers to have transcoding options, and then we'll all be happy.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
So the levels sometimes introduce a new right trigger move, and when they do, it replaces the one you had equipped. But it does give you an opportunity later on to switch it up. This big pecker up here is annoying to deal with, but I think we're meant to use the decoy.
Can't get hasty in a place like this.
You can also at any point fall off the level, which is interesting. Ooh. So I'm not super fond of that decoy ability. What it does is it uses up one of my black tonics to drop a decoy, which distracts the enemy for a moment, but it's kind of interesting. In Lords of the Fallen, a similar game to this, ironically enough, there's a decoy, and a lot of people say it's overpowered, but as you can see, it's not that useful. So just like the decoy in Lords of the Fallen, not that great. So the shield is way better. As you saw, just holding the shield, letting it knock itself silly, stab, stab, and repeat was a much better strategy than this stupid decoy. I'm gonna say Nobo as your name. I'm not sure if that's what you intended, but that's what I'm gonna say because I like it. Ass. Gross. How can you live with yourself after that? Meaning
Even
exercise.
The brushers learn to fear this place.
I actually unironically enjoy exercise. Aren't I a freak? Alright. I had to be patient and wait for it to aim one at me. But, yeah, I unironically like lifting, I like working out. I think I have some kind of disease. Cowerson. I think that's a new name, man. Welcome. Getting swole is for sex havers. That's gross. Sex is
They
pretty
used
gross.
to think that ankle gators were extinct.
I had sex one time. It was pretty cool. So there's like a fucking Tommy gun plant up here. But if you're brave, you can counter it. Then you're good to go. I think the game tells you the names of shit, right? Oh, it doesn't. It's a shame. I was like calling that the Tommy gun plant because I don't remember its name, but all these fantastical creations do have cool names. I just don't fucking remember them all. I remember the peckers because I'm a 12-year-old. Look at that decoy. It's terrible. I remember the squirt again because I'm 12, but yeah, a lot of them are perverse, huh? It's kind of interesting. Let me grab a drink of my water here, guys. What's good if you are just getting comfortable? It's the O Show. Continuing this Bastion playthrough, kicking back, taking it easy, doing it like slow kinda and enjoying it. Like a new trend I'm starting. The ankle gator, I'm gonna go on record as saying, is a motherfucker. I played through this level a bit on the last stream and couldn't beat it, and I think that's where I stopped, but usually when I take a break, come back. It's no sweat.
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne.
Blackbeard's ship was called Queen Anne's Revenge. I wonder if that's a sick reference.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Oh man.
The lagoon's
Oh, I was trying to be
plenty of other
slick.
dangers, of course.
It's trying to be slick. It's cool though. One neat thing is, aside from your Estus flasks, or health tonics, as they're called in this game. You can eat apples and get health back. So let's just have a quick snack here and should be good to go. Whoops. I was like, maybe I could roll into the tree and get the apples. Well, fuck. Cowerson says slowcore. You got it. I'm the world record holding slow runner in most titles. Thanks for the follow, by the way, man. That does put us just a little bit closer to unlocking Chivo number 2. And if you don't know what a Chivo is, you can actually run the Chivo command and find out. And that's !chiv_o, but I bet a regular will probably just run it. You know? Oh yeah, I think there's drugs on this level. Yeah, see the drugs hit me.
No one smells worse than an ankle gator's breath. A stinkweed.
Stinkweed, huh? Yeah, I smoke on that stinkweed. I'm picking up what you're putting down, commentator. Alright, I'm gonna go on record as saying that timing is still pretty tricky. Scope out the pecker strat, though. Well, first, if he's stupid, you can just hit him.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. That's ankle gator country for you.
That pecker whipped my ass. Here I was out here trying to tell you about strats. Alright, countered. Can't believe I already died. I might wind up replaying this level. I'm gonna go on record as saying that as well. But that's okay. I have the game like as hard as it can possibly be right now, so.
Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools.
Oh yeah, I remember it makes you use this janky ass spear. Yep. But it's all good. We'll make it work. That pecker did like a 1-2 punch and annihilated me. It was shameful. Whoop.
They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining.
Holy shit.
And it ain't raining. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same.
Was that not an insta-kill from the ankle gator? I think it was. Wow.
Want to get eaten by an ankle gator?
Holy
you know
shit.
where to go.
Alright, so you can see the level's a little tough. I should be able to go through it quicker without explaining though, so I'm gonna restart it with my idols. I want it to be difficult.
Rothus Lagoon. That ain't the sort of place you'd want to go by choice.
Steak says that's a ferocious pecker.
Many a tale
Yeah,
folks use to scare their children straight
definitely.
originated here.
Definitely a ferocious pecker. Well, now that I've done my explanation bit, I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on gameplay so we can make some progress here. So I apologize if I'm a little quieter than usual, but the game has great sound design, so we can just chill out and enjoy it. Appreciate you guys hanging out there.
Kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. Can't get hasty in a place like this.
I think that's my most notorious thing I do is I accidentally roll off. I need the bumpers up, you know, like in bowling. I think it's because I like to roll too much. It's my downfall.
These beasts, they don't like company.
Especially because it doesn't help you rolling, that is, nearly as much as it does in Dark Souls. You're much better to just, like, slow-mo around with your shield out. Ooh. I was wondering if I could do that.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
Let's see if I can make it, like, useful. Like, I'm gonna put it down. Alright. Shield out. Sneak attacks cause critical damage. So the decoy lasted like 2 seconds. What a useless item. Maybe if the decoy lasted a long time, and you could reliably get up to it and maybe deliver the sneak attack. But still, pretty useless. Though I guess maybe it's just not my play style, you know? Could be like someone else's dream item. I much prefer the right trigger I normally use, which is called Final Warning, and it is like it covers the entire screen in musket fire, so it's great for like swarms. You just pull it and then the area is cleared. Oh, nice. Sabatum says there's a winter sale on good old games. If there's any particularly good ones, man, feel free to link them. I removed all the link protection, so, you know, go ham. The fascist empire is over. The Berlin Wall of links has come down.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Whoop.
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
Look at Santa Steak in here giving away shit again. I swear, like every time Steak is around, he's like, ho, 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 let's Let's give away some games. You should be a Santa actor at the mall.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed.
Gotta avoid the drugs here. We're giving a good message to children. Avoid the drugs.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist.
Aw, dude, there is the strategy for those. Did you see that? Treat them like you're pheasant hunting in real life and just blow, blow. Retribution, what's up, man? Welcome back. I made that joke earlier, though. I said that Blackbeard's ship was Queen Anne's revenge, but that's actually true. That's what it was.
Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools.
Oop.
The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Clever girl. Alright, so let's fiddle around with the spear for a moment here. It does have a ton of range, and you can toss it. I guarantee it's gonna have, you know, another power attack. Yep, let me get the timing. Cool. So it's similar to the War Machete. It's just really slow, but it has a lot of distance. Not really my preferred, but we gotta use it for a little while. Retribution says, been lurking too long. Yo, man. I lurk in every stream I watch. I like hardly ever type in chat, so I feel you. I just try to be conversational with those who do choose to, you know, holler at me. For the most part, I'm just hosting like, you know, the NPR of Twitch, you know?
Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
Okay. So, earlier I mentioned you can find upgrade materials. There's an example of one. That's an upgrade for this bone machine gun called the Fang Repeater, which is pretty groovy, but I prefer my musket to it. Jugger says, welcome to Devo's pledge drive. Exactly. The O Show is viewer supported. A fresh, relaxed perspective on video games, gaming culture, and life at large.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. Whoop. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch.
Oh shit, I gotta avoid the drugs. Ooh.
Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Ah, so the spear does have this attribute that I bet it does a bit more damage than the war machete. Oh, it absolutely does more damage than the war machete when you throw it. However, it has, if you notice, that little cooldown where it takes a moment for it to return to you. It's a good little way to balance it. Lovely. Let me grab a sip of water real quick, guys. Jugger, I remember who you're talking about. That person, unfortunately, is no longer with us. I do have what I would say is the best chat I've ever seen on Twitch. Like, the degree of difference between my chat and other chats that I see is, I don't understand why, but I'm very happy. I feel very blessed. Gotta stay hydrated, guys. Gotta stay hydrated.
He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
Excellent. So, like I mentioned earlier, when it gives you new items to try out, it does give you an opportunity to switch back to your preferred gear.
Well, the brusher's way ain't really his style.
So now I'm back to musket, machete, and my badass special, which hopefully I'll have an opportunity to show off for you guys. It's a beta of the guy that said, I'm here to be entertained. Oh, that guy was adorable. I have no... That's like... I just banned him immediately. I don't remember his name. There's nothing he could say that would ever be better than what he already said. So I figure... You know what I mean? Like a nice... Like a film that ends when it should. Wanted to end it there for him. That was not the same guy, no.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Oh yeah. This strat. Peace.
They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's
ow.
raining. And it ain't raining.
Oh, so I cannot do shit about Queen Anne until it starts to rain later on in the level. That's good to know, actually. So I've got to, like, try to find a thin place to go through the grass. Hype. I do have to give this game a big compliment on the boss mechanics. Even though it's got a very simplistic gameplay area being isometric, the bosses have been, they've done a lot with the space. You know what I mean? Like in this case, there's basically, you know, floor is lava areas. And other bosses have had other very cool mechanics, which again I won't spoil. I do encourage everyone to try this game if they have any interest. That was easy. Queen Anne, you're kind of dumb. Oh, she heard me. She fucking heard me. She heard me talking shit.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Ooh, ow, shit. Queen Anne must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding is not a sentence I ever imagined I would hear this voice actor say. I have to be honest. And on that pecker note, what's good, by the way, if you're just joining us on the Infinite Couch, it is the O Show. The signal has been received, so I started the transmission. Continuing my first playthrough of Bastion. It's a game by Supergiant Games, who have more recently
stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen.
Developed a game called Transistor, which has very similar gameplay and mechanics. Alright, I'm gonna pick up this extra black tonic so I can show you this final warning. Check it out, because I might not get to use it later. pretty hype, right? I reckon it's a little more impressive when everything does. I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out, though. A couple new faces. It's always nice to see. Big ups to everybody who follows the channel, chooses to hang out, whatever, thinks about it, you know. I did lose a life, that's a bummer, but got a couple more left.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
It's just nice to be able to provide a chill alternative to the usual very fast-paced, crazy brain diarrhea kind of stream. Ankle gator egg. It is very large and heavy, and its occupant sound to be alive. Ankle gators were thought to be extinct because their eggs took decades to hatch and were easy prey. The calamity must have unearthed this one. Uh-oh. Baby ankle gator. Gonna have some Jurassic Park shit going on.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait.
It's very rude to do.
Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go.
Don't come for me.
They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. The shard sitting in plain view.
There's gotta be some kind of fucked up thing that's about to happen if I just go for that shard. I think I should probably try to aggro that, like, uber pecker real quick, you know? There we go. Alright, I reckon it's gonna be time to pick up the shard and enjoy all hell breaking loose.
He's got it, and now to finish her off.
So I've got to do that, basically? I see, I see. Let's try a couple strats. Okay. I feel like that's probably the best because it's got the damage over time effect. But you gotta be pretty close. I even love the design of this little ankle gator.
To get annoyed.
It's fine. Get annoyed. These can actually help me out. But I don't think they do that much damage, so I'd be better off just fucking them up. Ow, shit. Final warning came in very handy for those guys just there. I don't know if you noticed, but as soon as I just went ahead and used that, that little situation was over with. Should have gone for it sooner. Ooh, she got a piece of me there.
After all that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
I could choose to let it go. Nice.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury.
That's pretty cool. So instead of killing the boss, I grabbed the shard and left, and I have an ankle gator egg. So that's pretty cool. So I have to definitely, you know, I was talking about how good the boss design was in this game. And here we have a boss that I didn't even have to kill. I could just leave. Very, very cool. I just had to get it to that stage. No idea what goes to the mailbox. So when you get a shard, you take it to this monument, and it's going to allow you to make a change to your Bastion here, alright? Let's just, you know, take a couple laps here, calm down after completing that boss fight. Well done, well done. I did clean the infinite couch today, so you guys should have a nice flowery smelling sitting experience.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
So I've already upgraded my forge, which is for upgrading my weapons. I think it actually tells you what upgrading it'll do. Gives me access to a special move called Trapper Snare. If I were to upgrade my arsenal. If I upgrade my memorial. Access to new vigils. That's probably more likely. The shrine gives me more idols to make the game hard. Actually, I think I'll probably upgrade the shrine next. And this upgraded shop. I like the terminology true as well. And the distillery gives you access to new spirits. I'm gonna go ahead and do the shrine. Make the game tougher, why don't we?
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Think the gods are gonna help?
Alright, so we've unlocked 2 new idols. Mysia, goddess of loss and longing. Bows regenerate. Pretty nasty. Let's turn it on.
Mysia.
Garmuth, god of purpose and folly. Foes deflect attacks, so foes can counter. And what did hers say? The Lorn Mother gave away her heart and bears the star of Celandia in its stead. And Garma says, despite his lack of senses, the crippled Duke gives counsel to the humble and the wise.
Garmouth.
Nice. The game's gonna be even tougher now. This is a very cool mechanic, though.
Last thing the gods are gonna do is make our lives easier.
You can also see that I can speak to these NPCs now because I've picked up some more lore stuff. I think we'll be talking about the ankle gator egg. Ever seen anything like this before?
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Nice. So it's a little bit like I tracked down Nessie in Loch Ness and didn't kill her. I just took one of her eggs. I can live with that. Do you think an ankle gator can be tamed?
That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her.
A baby ankle gator? Yes. Alright, we're gonna work out with the ankle gator, guys. Come on. Gotta do some laps. Stay in shape. That is fucking adorable. I love it. So cool. Well, you know, that's not a bad timing to take a break. So I'll take a time here to do a little self-care. Stretch. Get the blood flowing. So on and so forth. It is, in fact, the Osho. Doing some Bastion, continuing my first playthrough. Really enjoying it. Probably one of the better designed games I've ever played. And I hear tell that it's really fun to watch, so I hope that you guys chilling on the Infinite Couch are having a good time as well. It is Monday. I actually like Monday, but a lot of people hate it. If you are new to the Osho, there's a lot of good information down below the video. I encourage you to give it a look. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and then we'll continue this Bastion playthrough. How are we doing, my lovely little mutants? The reports are true. It is the O Show. Appreciate your patience during the break. Try to take decently sized breaks here from time to time. Keep everything mellow, you know? Some people don't have the patience for that, which is why I do it. Because then they leave. And only the chill people remain. Isn't that sneaky of me? I'm gonna jump back in with Bastion, but I want to take a second if you guys would allow me. And show you something I added to the stream recently, which I'm looking forward to. I play a lot of hardcore survival and tactical games. I always thought how cool it is on like old 90s football, how they would draw on the screen. Now it's so high tech. But back in the day it was cool. So I set something kind of like that up. It's like ridiculously fun. So, it could be kind of handy for showing off like how firefights go down, or tactical positioning, stuff like that. I'm looking forward to being able to use that. Hope you guys are too. Let's play some more Bastion. So Betamass, any experiences with the new Steam streaming thing, and what he's talking about is if you have the Steam beta client installed and you have a friend who also has a Steam beta client installed,
the next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
At any time they can request to watch your gameplay and you can approve or deny. And it's very cool. I recently used it to watch one of my moderators, Mazo, play some Dungeon Mans because I'd never seen the game. And it was very chill. I think it's a cool thing. It's not going to replace Twitch by any means. It's like a totally different thing. But I like it. It's a great way, like, if you're trying to give someone advice, or if you just want to see your friend play, which sometimes is just fun without the whole show aspect. Very cool. I like Twitch as a platform for doing more of like a broadcast, you know? Talking to the chat, having discussion, showing off gameplay. But the casual ability to just watch your friends stream over the internet is ridiculously cool. So it looks like I unlocked Camp Dauncey. The secretive brushers explored the finer points of Polar in combat in this training arena. Another proving ground, this one for that spear weapon we got. Point Lemaine. It's somewhere inside the city's largest outpost in the wild unknown.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep. Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine.
I honestly thought the 2 words were going to be dank kush.
If the wild could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
Ooh. I think that's the first time I've encountered that enemy. They're kind of like a boo from Mario, but they explode. Jake says, I may try out the Steam stream. Well, it's not really anything you try out. It's always on. That's it. Like, you don't even have to announce it or anything. If you're playing a game and you have the beta client installed, which you don't, because I've tried to watch you. They can just see you. That's it.
But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show.
I don't even think it captures your microphone unless, like, you're talking in game or something. But probably not.
The army's triggers.
I think
once had
people
the
have
place
the
on
wrong
lockdown.
idea about it. It does not seem to be any replacement for streaming on Twitch or Hitbox. It just seems like more similar to how on PlayStation you can, like, take over your friends' controls to, like, help them. I think it's more intended to be that way. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the next step. The ability to actually take over your friends' controls and help them beat a part of the game. You heard it first on the O Show. Calling it. Steam streaming will later include controller takeover support. Calling it.
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam. Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wild in check.
Alright, so this must be the rifle that y'all were telling me that I would like. Oh, shit. I actually
Sure, but it ain't done.
don't like this better than the musket. The reason is it pushes you back. And it has a very similar ranged attack to the one I already have. So if I wasn't using the war machete, or, you know, something like the spear as my main, then I would consider using the hunting rifle. I don't know if you noticed as well, but See, when it deflect and it says Garmouth, that god grants the ability to deflect sometimes, and the game tells me when it's his fault. I love that. That's very cool. It does do quite a bit of damage, though. But I think the cons outweigh the pros for me with the rifle here. Aesthetically, though, very cool. Sabatum says you can actually capture your microphone with Steam streaming. That's pretty cool. Shit, maybe they are trying to take over Twitch. I kind of doubt it, though. I just think about the fact that when I was a kid, the ability to, at will, see my friend play a game would have been, like, incredible. So I still think today it's incredible. Like, it's, I don't know, I love the casualness of it, where you could just be chilling there, like, eating your lunch or whatever, notice your friend is playing a game you'd be interested in seeing, and just, like, click it, and you're good to go. But I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't future support to be able to take over the controls. That seems more like where it's headed to me personally.
Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Oh, shit.
Grand rails all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
This is pretty tough. I'll just have a little quiet time while Daddy thinks, okay?
Kid lets a few of them slip by.
Oh, fuck.
Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Oh, shit. Did not know those explodified. Oh damn. I can't do my cool little musket strat on him. Fuck. JF Kraken says, how erotic. Yeah, this Steam broadcasting thing does have a definite, very sexy, voyeuristic aspect to it. I agree. That was an intense little fight right there. Holy fuck. Hopefully I can scum up some health tonics. Dang. Let me grab a drink of water, guys. Shit. Just calm down for a second. Delicious water. Hope you guys are having a lovely Monday. I clean my house top to bottom every Monday. I encourage everybody, clean your shit up at least once a week. I was thinking about this today. I was like, you know what? If you say you're a clean person, but your house isn't clean and your car isn't clean, I have a secret for you. You're not a clean person. Clean your shit up. So I'm sitting in a nice, beautiful, very clean ozone. The fuck is with this bird? Oh, I have an idol that makes them have a lot more hit points. I was like, how does this little guy have so many hit points? Well, probably because I told the game to give it a lot of hit points. What a bastard that is.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail. What with wallflowers.
Oh my god. Just drop like some apples, you know, maybe a couple Estus flasks, then we'll be good to go, man. It's like very close to death here. Ooh, there it was.
Lost many good men on the rail.
So you do get a couple lives per level.
Only one way to cure a cough like that.
I already used one up though. That's usually not a good sign pretty early on. C'est la vie though, c'est la vie. I like the game to be hard. That's why I have all the idols turned on. I don't claim to be the best at any of the games I play, you know, but I do enjoy them the most, right? That's what matters. Cowerson, your place is a mess as of being depressed. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Seasonal depression is no fun, but I'll tell you what, man. Cleaning your place, even though it's tough to get started, once you get started and finish, honestly, helps out with depression, in my experience. Worth a try, man. I forgot it stuck me with this fucking hunting rifle. I really wish I didn't have it. But it's okay. Just gotta kind of slow and steady take these guys out. You fight them a bit like the Asylum Demon. Lovely. It's true, I just need the kick in the ass. I just gave it to you. There it is. I challenge you by the end of the stream to at least have the immediate area around you cleaned up. That's my challenge, bro. Sometimes someone has to call you out on it, so there you go. I feel that. Shit. That thing tears you up. That's like my most common cause of death. And again, totally easy to deal with if I have the musket. Well, hopefully I can complete this on 1 life, but we may see a repeat of this level. Hopefully you guys are alright with that.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times.
Okay. Okay, so they call it the Army Carbine. Yeah. No thanks. Let me grab a sip of water here. Good opportunity. Even the hand painted, well, yeah, probably digitally painted, but still. The painted style menu. The aesthetics in this game are fucking amazing. Let me grab this water. This is actually the second game in a row that I've played from Xbox Live Arcade. The other being Limbo. And both are like surprisingly good to have come just from, you know, Xbox Live Arcade. Pretty crazy.
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celanian War.
Feels so much better. The shield musket combo is beautiful. Oh shit. I do that so much. It's actually part of my strategy, you know? I occasionally roll off the edge so that the enemies think I have a disability. And they underestimate me. It's all part of the plan. You know, from an evolutionary perspective, I don't see how this plant made it. It appears to have no real defense mechanism from any sort of ranged. Don't even know what those projectiles do. They're just kind of chill. And it seems when the plant dies, the projectiles just kind of peace out. Scariest plant
It was right here
in
that
the
Zulf's
wilds.
Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Zulf is a character in the game who actually betrays everyone at the Bastion. And is why we're hunting down all these shards now. So fuck Zulf, you know? Zulf's not a good guy. Okay. Oh, hey. To be real, this is probably one of the more fun levels so far. I like the enemy variety. But it's kind of one of those things where every level is like more fun than the last one. Kind of how you want it to be, right? Alright.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing.
Big
That was
surprise.
bad.
If I'm patient and take my time, a lot of these enemies are a lot easier. I know that's a shocker. Pretty key in this game to do the old divide and conquer. But now that I have my musket back, I can employ my favorite strategy on those guys, which is more of a slide and conquer sort of strategy. Similar to divide and conquer.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs.
Alright. Very rude. It does appear as if my damage over time out damages the region that one of the idols gives them. So that's nice at least. This is here to taunt me, right? No, okay. Great. Like pheasant hunting. I love it.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into Swampweed Central.
Maybe I like swamp weed. You ever think of that? I'm not trying to get high though. Shit. Not here. This is too dangerous. We'll get high when we're safe.
I'm choking on swampweed while Pecker's trying to prick you in the eye.
That is disgusting, man. You can't say shit like that.
Well, let me tell you.
There's children playing. Can't be running around saying fucking Pecker to little kids. Please. I appear to be out of health tonics again. A bit of a problem. Can I just move past him? No.
But then at last, it's the end
Oh,
of the line.
fuck. Pretty tough level. I think I want to try it again with idols turned on though. Even though it's pretty tough, I think I can do it. The Patum says, what? Getting high on swamp weed while getting poked in the eye by peckers ain't fun. I mean, I can see the appeal, but not really my cup of tea, no. Let's give this another go here.
Few places steeped in history and sweat so much as this. Point Lemaine.
I do have 6 idols enabled. That might be why it's kind of tough, but I don't mind replaying the level.
If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
The nice thing about when you play through the level the second time is new enemies. Where I
But
lost a
now,
couple
The greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show.
lives due to not really knowing how they fought. You won't get those dumb deaths your second time around.
The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
I reckon the huge amount of damage that the carbine does makes it a little bit better than the musket.
Point Lemaine's
But
seen better days for sure. But
I still prefer the musket. What's good if you were just now getting cozy on the Infinite Couch, by the way? The reports are true. It is the O Show. Gonna be continuing this Bastion playthrough tonight. Just chilling out. Been told it's a very colorful and beautiful game to watch. So kick back, take a load off. It is Monday. A lot of people dread Monday. I personally enjoy it. But everybody's got their preference. Thanks for posting those deals, Sabatum. Apparently there's a big sale going on Good Old Games. So if you find any particularly juicy deals over there, feel free to post them.
Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift.
Oh my lord.
Zealandia lost many good men on the rail.
Right.
Just as long as he can stay clear
That's
of
a
the trouble
dumb
on the
death,
tracks.
but I honestly didn't really know how to deal with those guys other than to die. Still got 2 more lives. We should be good to go.
Grand rails all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid lets a few of them slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Holy shit.
Not much wiggle room up there near the rail.
Oh shit. Alright, if I get wrecked this time around, I'm probably gonna turn off the idols when I play through the level. It seems like it's getting pretty fucking tough. Peace out, Sabatum. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in. I think one problem I'm having is I rely a lot on the musket, and the game keeps taking it away from me. That's one problem. I need to get good with other shit, because I only have the musket for limited periods.
makes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere.
I have to play it ultra safe, man. I hope I don't lose another life here. I have a feeling I'm gonna wind up playing this level a third time with the idols turned off.
Only one way to cure a cough like that.
Aw, you what? No one invited you. No one invited you. Fuck. This is looking like another playthrough here. Well, let it be known that Bastion will serve up the difficulty if you wanted to. Just turn on every idol you have access to if you think the game is not quite tough enough, and the game will teach you otherwise. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the game is owning me. Alright, let's let it die.
Message there at Point Lemaine.
I think what I need is a sustenance break here. So, game is soundly thrashing me right now. So I think what I need is a break. Realize it's gotten quite hot here in the office, so I'm gonna take an opportunity to cool it down here. Cool my body down a bit. If you live somewhere that is having normal weather this winter and you're enjoying some snow, please describe it vividly in the chat. Where I live, it's very hot, very humid, and I don't have an air conditioner. But it is the O Show. Still having a good time. I just need to take care of myself here a bit. I encourage you to do the same. Get some fresh air, get something to eat, get something to drink, whatever you gotta do. I'm starving. I'm gonna wolf down a couple Cliff Bars here myself.